Welcome to today's little video on the ERP software suite. More importantly, I'm going to be talking about reports, the lists, our built-in SQL report writer, our report wizards and charts, all in the one package. So these are standard, they all come with the suite when you buy ERP software, so there's no new pieces of software required to make those work. Now again, as always, if you haven't already watched the main video on the ERP software suite and how everything is fully integrated and tied together, how it's real time, please stop this video at this stage and go and watch that. It'll give you a much better understanding of how everything is tied together and works. It really does help you with any of these future videos that you may watch. Alright, as a default, ERP comes preloaded with a whole bunch of reports, drillables, all those sorts of things, or what we like to call drillable reports. And our lists, say customers, suppliers, all work in the same way. The concepts that I'm about to show you here are all the same, in that we can move fields around, you can turn fields on or off. If I don't want to see job number, I can simply turn that off. I can sort on any of these fields, and I can search on any of these fields. I can filter on any of these fields, and we give you a whole bunch of filters that come with the package. And these filters can be a filter on a filter on a filter. There really is no limit to the number of filters that you can put into that. You can do them on shortcut keys like so. So just zap them straight out and away you go, and there's your filters. And you can save them, so you can just select the pre-created filter that you may have wanted earlier right there. Each of these reports, options and choices that as you turn fields on or off that you do or don't want to see, even down to different font colors, rows, those sorts of things. This is what will save for you personally. So how I've adjusted my job name, contacts, stuff like that. The next time I come back into my customer list, the layout has been saved for me personally. Irrelevant of which machine I log into ERP on, it's all the same, so it's kept for me, which is fantastic stuff. So you can go to literally any computer and it all looks and feels the same. Alright, part of this as well, when you print, you've got an enormous range of options that you can choose when you do your printouts like so. I can even do things like, look on my AR balance, I want to see an average as opposed to a sum of the total and stuff like that. You can dump any of these lists or reports to a spreadsheet. Simply select export. I can choose whatever format I want, be it CSV, text. Let's just put in here customers. Hit save. That will then pop open, and there's my instant spreadsheet that I just made. Real simple stuff. I can change any of those options around, but more importantly, any piece of data that I'm looking at here is what we call drillable. I simply double click and I can zoom back to whatever makes that up. So when I'm looking at the customer card here, I know everything about this customer, so we can pick literally anybody, double click, it'll take me to all the detail that makes up that customer. So every invoice they've ever written, double click, I'm back to the original transaction. So it's fully drillable right throughout the whole system. So every quote I've ever written, every repair I've ever done, any statements, sales orders, I simply double click, I'm back to the original that makes it up like so. Fantastic stuff. So every product that client has ever bought is there, what sort of profitability they are, the whole lot is there. So, and that's what you can do with literally any report. Now these concepts become particularly relevant when you're doing things like P&Ls, balance sheets. You can look at these in different currencies. I might want to see it in the Australian dollar, or I might want to see it in the Australian dollar. You can simply turn whichever currency you do want to see on or off as you go, like so. And there it is. You can also view this in different departments or cost centers. So here's my Burley cost center. Let me just turn that one off. I don't need that. Here's my Burley cost center and my default cost center. Now these can be like a parts department within your business or sales, or they can be individual stores in different locations or different companies in the one file. So here's Burley Company, here's the default, double click, I can zoom back to what makes it up. But more importantly, here it is as a consolidated group. So here's all my companies tied into one. Again, double click, back to what makes it up. Fantastic stuff. That concept works right throughout the program. I look at any of these, I double click, zoom back to what makes it up. Again, if I want to see that in different departments, I can, or in different currencies, I can as well, like so. So Australian, pound, the whole lot. You get things as well like summary sheets, which is like a snapshot of your business. So cash and bank, accounts receivable, accounts payable. Again, double click, I can zoom back to whatever makes that up, like so. Dashboards. These are great for seeing a snapshot of your business on one window. So what's my income compared to my budgets? Who are my top 10 salespeople? What's my top 10 products? What's my top 10 customers? Those sorts of things. What sort of sales ratios am I getting? Again, all included in the package. As well as that, when you're looking at any of your standard reports that you get within the system, any one of these is customizable. So if I drill back into, say, a sales report here, and what I want to do is not see transaction type, so let's turn that off. I might turn on the area that it was bought from. I might make that a little smaller. I want to put the employee column there. I'll make that a little wider. I'm happy with that. I can see my profits. I'm going to now save this as my own report. So let's make a report here, and I want to see that under the sales tab as well. So I've called it Dene 1, create, and there's my name of my new report. When I close out, I now have a My Reports section, and there's the report I just made. So I can store all my specific reports that I want under My Reports. Fantastic. Nice and easy, real simple to get to. Alright, part of this as well, and we'll drop back out into our payment section here. If I look at any sort of list or report, I can chart these reports like so. Down the bottom here you see a chart view, and let's apply this. Let's call it a chart, and I'm going to choose a bar chart. Let's push OK, and let's drop in customer name, and let's put in amount due. That'll do. If I apply that, so there's my basic chart. I don't need to see those, and let's give it a little bit of color, make it bigger, and there you go. I've just created a chart. I can make any sort of changes I want. If I save that, when I come back to my report selector, here's my chart, like so. Fantastic stuff, real simple to do. Alright, let's say you come up with a report that we don't have. For whatever reason, you've decided that this is a report that you must have. You can go into our built-in SQL report writer. So I'm going to drop into, let's say I'll pick an invoice type template, and any of your printouts from invoices to delivery dockets, any of those sorts of things, again, are completely customizable. You can move fields around. I can drop in all sorts of options, from barcodes to images to values, whatever I like into these reports. Or if I want to make up my own report, I'll just select new, I'll be lazy, use the wizard, drop in a bunch of fields, give it a bit of a look, flavor, yeah, looks good to me, and there we go. There's my report. I mean, I've done that in like 5 seconds, but if you took a little bit of time, you could design that around, make it look something, move fields around, whatever you wanted to do, change that around, put some images in there or something reasonable, or make it look something. But the concept is there. You can literally make any report you choose from the built-in SQL report writer. So there you go. There's a very, very, very brief overview of some of the reporting capabilities within ERP. It's by no means comprehensive. It's just a very generic video on some of the very basic features that we have as part of the ERP software suite. Give the guys and girls a call down at ERP. They'd be more than happy to come on site and give you a much more detailed presentation on all the different features and functionalities to suit your business. And that's the important part, it must suit your business. So give them a call, they'd be more than happy to come on site and give you a much more detailed presentation on how the ERP software suite will work for your business. Thanks for watching.